Good evening, children. In the previous class, I was teaching the concept of getting to know plants lesson. Under that, we studied the stem functions and parts of the stem leaves. Okay, so today in today's class, let's go for the one more part of the plant, that is root. Okay, so in order to understand the functions of root, there are two activities which are given here. So let us study the activities which are given in the textbook. Okay, so first activity which is mentioned in the textbook is here. So what you need to do in this activity is, to do this activity you require two pots and two weeds of the same kind and some soil, kurpi and pair of scissors and some water. Okay, so this activity we can do it in a group of students, okay, or individually it can be done. So here in this activity it's very simple to do here. So what you need to do is, you have to select two weeds of the same kind, okay, and you have to dig them, okay, from the ground, okay, and you should take care that their roots are not broken, okay, they should be in a proper manner. Okay, so now take these two weeds of the same kind out of the ground without breaking their roots. Now plant one of the weed, or this given among these two plants, one of the weed you plant it in the soil in pot A. Okay, and look at the figure 7.14a. It's a plant weed which is potted in a plant in a pot, okay, with roots. Okay, so look at the diagram 7.14b. Here you have to cut off the root of the second weed. Okay, so root part you have to cut off with the help of scissors and plant it in a pot B. Okay, so now both weeds are planted in both the pot A and pot B. Now water them regularly for continuously 1 week. So after 1 week you observe the plants. Are both of them healthy? Obviously not. Okay, so here what happened, but both the plants are watered regularly, okay, but one of the weed is without root, isn't it? So hence by this activity what we understand is, so by this activity you will understand what is that. So the weed with the root grows normally and it remains healthy, whereas the weed which is planted in pot B, which is without roots, okay, it does not grow well, it dies or it gets wilted. It is because of what? The given weed will not have any root, hence it will not grow into healthy plant. Okay, so by this activity what we understand is how important is the function of what? Root in plant body. Okay, so why we need the root is, this activity tells us that this root helps to what? To absorb the water and minerals to the upper parts of the plant, hence the plant remains alive. Okay, if there are no roots, the plant does not remain alive. Okay, this is the first function that the root part of the plant performs. So let us understand one more. Let us go for the one more activity which helps to understand the another function of the plant. Okay, here for this activity number 7, we need some of the things. The required things are as follows. You have to take some seeds of gram as well as some seeds of maize and some cotton wool and 2 katoris and some water. So here in this activity what you need to do is, take 2 katoris, okay, and place some wet cotton wool on these katoris. Okay, so that wet katoris you have to keep some wet cotton wool on the katoris. Okay, then put 3 to 4 seeds of gram in one katori and in one cotton wool, and 3 to 4 seeds of maize in another katori. Now keep the cotton wool wet by sprinkling the water every day. Okay, so sprinkle the water every day, keep it wet only. So wait till these seeds sprout and grow into young plants. Once the sprout comes from these seeds of the both maize as well as gram, and after a week you try to separate those young plants from the what? Cotton wool. Is it possible to separate it from that? So was it easy for you to separate the cotton wool and the sprouts of the young plants, roots of the young plants? It's highly difficult. Okay, so in activity 6, okay, when we are digging the weeds from the ground, it was very difficult for us. We just digged up with the help of much energy, we dug them out, whereas here it's very difficult for us to separate the sprouts, younger plants from the cotton wool. So here by this activity what we understand is, the roots help to anchor the plant to the soil, means the roots help to hold the plants firmly in the soil. Okay, so the function of this, by this activity what we understand is the roots help to hold the soil firmly in the soil. Okay, not easily possible to pluck the plant from the soil. In the same way, in this activity we have understood the anchoring of the root part of the plant. Okay, so the two main functions of roots are those. First one is the roots help to absorb the water and minerals from soil to upper parts of the plant and keep the plant alive, and the roots also help to hold the plant firmly in the soil. Dear students, I hope you have understood this concept of functions of root. In next class, let me explain you the types of roots. Okay, try to understand the concept and try to make the note of these activities and write the functions of these roots. Thank you and have a nice day.